It's a consistent symptom with coronavirus patients, a loss of taste and smell. Now local research is backing up the startling trend. Thanks for joining us for the Nightly Check-In. I'm Monica Dean. The symptoms are backing up findings from UC San Diego. Today, we spoke with Dr. Carol Yan there, who says they found people who have smell and taste loss were 10 times more likely to have coronavirus. Doctors still aren't sure why, but they're currently undergoing new tests to connect sensory loss with COVID-19. One former patient we spoke with, Ken Ramirez, says he's also experienced a change in the textural feeling of food in his mouth. He says the new research is help for others experiencing similar symptoms.
Anytime you can add anything into the mix, like, okay, sense and smell and sense of taste are gone, 10 times more likely, right? So everybody needs to hear that so that if that happens to them, they realize, wow, this is unique to the COVID.
If you are someone who has a sudden loss of smell and taste, then you should reach out to your healthcare providers and let them know.
UC San Diego Health now includes loss of smell and taste as a screening requirement for visitors and staff. Researchers are also hopeful other institutions will list smell and taste loss as a screening measure across the world. 43 more people have tested positive for coronavirus here in San Diego County, bringing the total to 1,847. Two more county residents have died, a woman in her late 90s and another who was 100 years old. That brings the total of deaths to 47. And some good news, at least 556 local residents have recovered from the coronavirus. A U.S. sailor assigned to San Diego-based USS Theodore Roosevelt has died from coronavirus complications. His identity has not been shared yet while his family is being notified. He became ill on March 30th and was removed from the aircraft carrier and placed in isolation at a base on Guam. On April 9th, his condition worsened and he was moved to an intensive care unit at a hospital. He died this morning. This is the first death reported among all U.S. Navy sailors. Of more than 4,800 crew members on board the Roosevelt, 585 have tested positive. There are now 7 cases of coronavirus aboard the San Diego-based USNS Mercy. All the cases are crew members. They have been taken off the ship and placed in isolation. Those who came in contact with them are now under quarantine. The USNS Mercy is currently in LA to help relieve hospitals there. An update now about those 10 workers at the Carlsbad desalination plant who've been living at work since last month. We've learned they've been switched out with another 10-person crew. That first crew had been living and working at the plant for 21 days with no human contact. They had been working 12-hour shifts to make sure the plant keeps pumping 50 million gallons of clean drinking water every day. That first group is now at home with their loved ones while the new team takes over. It has been 1 week since San Diego's largest school district rolled out its distance learning plan. So far, it distributed 18,000 of the 40,000 computers to students who need them. However, San Diego Unified School District doesn't know how many students are online and actively learning just yet. Today, we heard from a local teacher who gives her students live instruction online for 20 minutes in the morning and then 45 minutes in the afternoon.
I have kids that are walking around as we're on our lesson. There's kids that are rocking back and forth in their chairs or playing with something while we're on their lesson.
Hats off to all of our teachers. Birmingham says after 1 week, her class is getting more engaged. Students are taking pictures of work and uploading them and even recording themselves and talking about the work they've done. We saw a record amount of rainfall last week, so how is this week shaping up? Here's Dagmar with a look ahead to tomorrow.
Your Tuesday is looking absolutely beautiful. You will see partly cloudy to really mostly sunny skies, so a few lingering clouds, but less of them. Look at the warm-ups, though. The temperatures for the coast and the inland valleys, yeah, it has you in the low 70s for the coast and the mid 70s for the inland valleys. Mountains, mostly sunny, mid to upper 50s. Deserts, mostly sunny skies, 80 degrees. Enjoy the sunshine. Tuesday is beautiful. Wednesday is looking even better.
The government says those $1,200 relief checks should start landing in direct deposit accounts next week.
$1,200 is definitely helpful, but it's not going to pull most people through for months on end.
Some of them have lost their jobs, so they don't know how they're going to pay rent when we come out of this pandemic. When I'm afraid, are people going to be starving? You know, are people going to go into survival mode?
A pregnant San Diego woman is now home after spending 4 days in the ICU due to COVID-19. Ashley Duquesne's battle with the coronavirus started in mid-March. She had originally thought her symptoms were due to her pregnancy, but after testing positive and several trips to the ER, she was finally hospitalized. She was in the hospital for more than 2 weeks when things took a turn. She was put into a medically induced coma at 15 weeks pregnant. 4 days later, Ashley had recovered and was being wheeled out of the hospital. She said she had a daily reminder of who she was fighting for.
Hearing my baby's heartbeat every single day. Not everybody's blessed with that during pregnancy.
Grateful to see she is doing better. She says she hasn't been retested for the virus. She's keeping away from her daughter and husband until a doctor clears her. That's going to do it for our nightly check-in. Have a good night. Take care.